Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to my official election prediction right before the debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. This is going to be a crazy debate. A lot of people are saying that it's going to be unfair, there's going to be a lot of inaccuracies, and it's just simply not going to be what we need right now, and there's going to be a lot of problems with it because a lot of people are saying that Joe Biden is actually going to be on drugs while doing the debate performance. So I guess we're going to have to see how that goes. Well, Donald Trump has sort of recouped a little bit of like what he lost in his time recently. He's been doing not so great with polling, and it's just gotten a lot the everything has just gotten a lot worse for him actually. So here are all the toss-up states right now. There's 179 delegates online. You only need 270 to win. And right now I'm gonna give you guys my analysis. I think a lot of things have changed. A lot of 538, which is a pretty reputable polling source, is actually saying Ohio is now in favor towards Joe Biden, which is quite crazy. Actually, I got to put Iowa in a toss-up category now too because it's moved over. Actually, South Carolina's getting narrower as well, which is crazy. I'm not gonna screw with South Carolina because I still think Donald Trump will win it. But right now, if you were to ask me what's going to happen, I'm going to tell you. All those states, all three that he needs to win to put him over 270, are they're going to be over 5% right now. That's what I'm saying. I think he'd win New Hampshire by over 5%, and I'm not too sure about Maine's 2nd district, but that puts him at 278. So he's already won the presidency. Arizona, I think, will go to him by a lean margin, or a likely margin. And, that'll be from 1 to 5%, roughly. Now, despite what polling says, I'm actually going to give Donald Trump Texas in over 5%. I'm going to give Donald Trump Georgia in over 5%, and I'm going to give Donald Trump North Carolina in over 5%. What I will say is, I still think that Florida is going to go to Joe Biden by a lean margin. So that means he's going to only win it by either about, you could say from 0 to about... Yeah, so I think Joe Biden is actually in a pretty good position here. Alaska is actually narrowing up, but I do think Trump will actually win it by about 5 points, maybe 4, maybe 3, but he still will win it. I actually messed that up. Here's the thing. Iowa and Ohio are kind of a toss-up. The surprising thing here is North Carolina is actually in Joe Biden's favor, but I don't think it'll go to Joe Biden in the end. I think that's just a Democratic hope. I don't think it's something they need. I don't even think it's something they should focus on if they want to win. I think they're the most concrete things we need to focus on. Honestly, forget Arizona. Focus on these 3 up here and Florida. Those are the 3 they need. It doesn't matter besides that. If they lose Florida, if they lose Arizona, if they hold those 3, then they are fine. They will win. It won't be a good margin. It won't be the one they're hoping for. It'll probably cause a contested victory. Trump will probably refuse to get out of office. All of that probably will go down. So that won't be good, but it is something that can happen. Right now, Ohio says it's going for Joe Biden. Now, as much as the Democrats, I think, would love to believe that, in the end, I think, and tomorrow's the debate as well, in Ohio. The debate is actually set in Ohio. I'm pretty sure it's in Dayton. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it's in Dayton, Ohio. And that is one of the cities that would need some of the Trump votes to go over so that he could definitely win the state. Now, I think Ohio might be a tilt towards Donald Trump, but I think it still will go towards Donald Trump. And Iowa, I think that, again, is a little bit of a long shot for him, and I think it'll be tilt too. There's definitely even a case to put Georgia in a tilt margin as well, and maybe in North Carolina in a likely. If you're looking at polling data, Georgia, Ohio, Iowa, North Carolina, and even Texas are all statistically tied. All of them are statistically tied, meaning they're in the margin of error that either candidate could win. These 3 states up here are not. They all say that Joe Biden will win without a doubt in their mind. Now, of course, in 2016, that data was wrong. Wisconsin actually ended up being outside of the margin of error, which was pretty historically crazy, to say the least. There's also another fact from 2016 that I would like to bring up, that Alan Lichtman, who is a professor and a historian, has created a system that has accurately guessed the presidential election, every election since, I believe, 1984. And this year, he chose Joe Biden as the victor. He chose that Joe Biden will be the president of the United States in 2021. He will be elected on November 3rd, I believe. And that is what is going to happen. However, he actually did predict that Trump would win in 2016. So I kind of trust him. I think it's a good source, and especially if you're into history and stuff, that's a good source as well. There is a case for Nebraska's 2nd district as well. Personally speaking, I think it's a complete toss-up. Honestly, I don't know who is going to win that. I couldn't even tell you if I began to thought. I do think the Republicans might be doing slightly better there. Maybe. Maine 2nd district, also kind of confusing. I think it'll end up going back to the Republicans, but right now I thought it was doing really good for the Democrats. I could be wrong about that, though. I don't really look at Maine and Nebraska's 2nd districts that often, because I'm not a nerd. So that's a thing. So here is my final map. I've left 2 delegates completely unchecked. I don't know where they're going. But right now, Joe Biden has 100 more delegates than Donald Trump. And I think that's where the election is. Let me know what you think. Tomorrow, everything could change. Or actually, it would be today, because I'm recording this at 1 a.m. So, yeah. This is my election prediction right before the debate. I'm gonna watch the whole thing tomorrow, and I'm gonna first write down my thoughts before I look at what's online, and I'm going to see what I think. A lot of people have, in my opinion, a lot of people have put this up to where it's like there's no possible chance that Joe Biden could win. Now, don't get me wrong, Joe Biden is sort of a goof. He gaffes a lot. He makes a lot of incorrect statements. Sometimes he does obtrusively, probably insensible things that a presidential candidate would do. But then again, on the other hand, there's Donald Trump. So I guess we'll see tomorrow. But I think a lot of people have placed just this absolute, I don't know, this bounty on Donald Trump. It's like he has to perform really good or he will not get good press on it. And Joe Biden just has to show up, honestly. It seems like there's a lot of pressure on Donald Trump to keep his head in this debate, to keep his flame going. Now, on Joe Biden's hand, there's nothing. He could walk in, say what he needs to say, and get out. He has to show up, and that is all that Joe Biden will have to do. Now, Donald Trump's got a bigger task for him tomorrow, or today. And I guess we'll see. But this is my prediction. Let me know if you think I'm wrong. I could be. I mean, hell, I could be wrong about all this. We could see a Donald Trump victory with all this, but honestly, do we really think this is going to happen? No. No, we don't. Because it's not. And it will never. Because, yeah, it's not going to. I wanted to mention, I just saw some terrible data coming out recently where it had Donald Trump winning, like, all of this, like, if you see anything like that, and if it's like this too, where it's you got like Joe Biden winning every single fucking state that exists, yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's inaccurate too. This is inaccurate right here. Yeah. If you get anything like that, if you see anything like this happening, either side, again, we go back to some crazy, this giant lead. Yeah, no, neither of those things are happening. It's going to be a narrow race. That's all I got to say. I'll put back to the actual statistical analysis I think I put together. I mean, except for the margins, they're going to be off, but that's okay. I believe I got it back. Yeah. It's one off of each, but it's fine. Yeah. This is what my prediction is basically, and here I'll actually put it back so it doesn't look ridiculous. There you go. 318 to 218. That's my prediction. I guess we'll see in 35 days, and yeah. I'll make a prediction right after the debate as well. So if you're interested in that, check it out. Thank you.